So I finally got the chance to see Man of Steel this week, and so, what did I think? Well, it depends on the perspective you watch it in. Now, I had the advantage of watching it with my 13-year-old niece, and we compared notes afterwards. She loved it. She liked the origin story, the action, and the struggles that Clark Kent went through during his life. And that got me thinking. This movie really plays on the generation gap. Personally, Man of Steel will have a larger appeal to the younger generation, people who are starting to get into the Superman mythos. However, when it comes to the seasoned Superman fans, Man of Steel is an experience that is completely different than what the typical fan would be used to. To explain this, I only have to mention one name: Christopher Nolan. Now, true, he did not sit in the director's chair this time around, but his influence on the project is unmistakable. The origin story remains intact, very well so, but the dark, philosophical tone is something you would expect in the new Batman movies. Now, any DC Comics fan will tell you that Batman is dark and brooding, and Superman is lighter and happier. Not to say that Superman did not have his issues to deal with, the guy had a ton on his plate, but he found different ways of dealing with them. In Batman Begins, Bruce Wayne became a wanderer, searching for something, not really knowing what it was. In Man of Steel, Clark Kent was placed in the same role, which did not suit him at all. Superman always strived to find the good in everything, and that was a very difficult thing to see in this movie. See, Bruce had a reason to wander. Clark? Not so much. The point that I'm making here is the reason Christopher Nolan's formula worked in the Batman movies is because it fits. Batman really is a dark character with inner demons. And Superman does too, but the difference is he has a support system. He has family, friends, colleagues. Thus, he has a lighter way of perceiving things. After all, there's a reason why he's known as the Big Blue Boy Scout. Now, not to say that Man of Steel did not have his heart in the right place, it was just made with the wrong material. Darker methods of storytelling is only meant for the characters that have that kind of background. Christopher Nolan's style simply does not work for Superman, and the odd thing is I got more entertainment value from the Batman series. Superman, who was supposed to be lighter and happier, did not have 1 ounce of humor in this film. Seriously, there was only one line at the end that made me smile. Everything else was as dry as the desert. The atmosphere was really nice though, but it seemed out of place. Many of the shots looked like they came out of an art house film. And the action scenes are in typical Nolan style, up close and unable to tell what's going on. In conclusion, I will say that this is a Superman for a new generation. Younger people will love Man of Steel, but if you remember Superman as a phone booth changing and saving fallen people from tall buildings kind of guy, this reboot may not be for you. If this version of Superman really existed, don't expect him to save your kitty from a tree anytime soon. As I mentioned before, Man of Steel is a matter of perspective. Watch the movie with an open mind and come to your own conclusion. This is Chibi Neko signing out.